Hi guys, Emily here. Thanks for joining me on YouTube. I'm the founder of Premier Pilates here in New York City. I've got a glute and ab workout video for you today. If you enjoy, feel free to subscribe and hit the like button. I'll be back here with more workout videos soon. Let's get started. All right, you guys, starting with a nice big inhale, sending the arms overhead. Exhale, diving forward till your hands reach the mat and soften the knees here. You're gonna take 4 bends and stretches, just focusing on a heavy chest, sending the sits bones up towards the ceiling every time you stretch the knees, and hold. From here, after your 4, you're gonna soften the left knee, bring your left hand to the right ankle, and circle that right arm up to the ceiling, feeling a nice rotation. You circle the arm overhead and we'll change, bending the right, stretching up with the left, and twist. One more on each side here, really reaching, finding this nice spinal rotation. You can hold the ankle or the calf, wherever you can reach today. You're gonna stop with your hands on the mat and walk it out to all 4s. We're gonna start with some nice breathing exercises here. We're gonna do some pregnant cat. So inhaling, send the belly button towards the floor. Exhale, pulling the abdominals back up. So think belly button to floor as you inhale. Exhale, pulling that belly button up to the spine. We're gonna do this 2 more times here. Breathing in, exhale, belly button up. And think about nice neutral spine while you're here. We're gonna move into a cat-cow. As you exhale, start to round the spine and push the floor away. Nice spinal stretch here. Make sure your palms are right under your shoulders. Start to unfold from the pelvis as you inhale, looking up. Exhale, rounding forwards. We have 2 more like this, finding a nice stretch forwards with the chest as you inhale. Exhale, curling from the tailbone, pressing the spine up to the ceiling, looking towards your pubic bone here. Last time. Exhale, push. And you're gonna find your nice neutral spine here. We're gonna move the legs a little bit, finding some pelvic stability. Left leg brushes back and up, lower down and in. Right leg back. Lift, focusing on hands in the mat, nice even hips and shoulders here. Last time on each side, just finding a little balance. Bring the toes down and knee comes in. We're gonna go into opposite arm and leg here. So left leg and right arm lifting, lower and pull it in. We're gonna do 4, so 2 on each side here. Focusing on even weight in the palm and opposite knee, working the stability of the shoulders and the pelvis here. Last time, reach, lift, and lower back down. We start to add pulses here, so we're gonna lift and lower, lift and lower, focusing on pressing down into the floor as you lift and lower. Keep going here, reach, lower. Let's exhale, lift, inhale, lower, exhale, lift, inhale, lower. Last 2 here, focusing on that belly button to spine as you lift and lower. And from here, you're gonna lower down and pull the hand and knee back in. We do the other side. Exhale, lift, inhale, lower. Think about that back leg staying nice and parallel. Again, pressing down into that right hand as you lift the leg and reach that left arm up by your ear here. Keep going. We have a few more. Exhale to lift, inhale to lower. And last 2 here, lifting, lower, lift, lower, bring everything in, and you're gonna sit back into a child's pose, reaching the arms forward, stretching the sides of the body and the back here, taking some nice deep breaths. Inhale and exhale. Awesome job, you guys. From here, we're gonna roll up and start to make your way to lying on your back for some bridging. So we're gonna start with 4 articulated bridges here. Exhale sends you scooping the pelvis and rolling the hips up to the ceiling, and then massaging the spine back down to the mat. Again, exhale to scoop, Inhale to roll. Focus on nice even hip bones here. You can bring your hands to your hips to just double check. And then rolling back down to the mat. Take a nice inhale. Exhale, scoop and roll. Pressing all 10 toes into the floor here and massaging back down. Our last bridge, you're going to hold up at the top, and then we're going to do pulses here, softening and squeezing the glutes, pressing up for 8 and 7 and 6 and 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one, squeeze and hold. We're going to march here. Again, even hip bones, right leg up, lowering down toe ball heel when you bring the foot back to the mat. Left leg, again, landing toe ball heel. Even hip bones here. Really focus on those quiet hips. Nice stable pelvis. And lower back down. You're going to bring the right leg up and stretch it up to the ceiling. You can point the toes or flex the foot as you lower the hips and press up. I like a flexed foot here because it feels like as you lower, you press up and you're standing on the ceiling. Exhale to push up. Inhale to lower. Last 3 here, you guys, really pressing down into that left foot. Lower and lift. Last one, lift and hold. You're going to lower the leg and lift up, keeping the hips nice and level. Let's point the toes to lower and flex to lift. Exhale as you reach. Inhale, lift. And keep going here. We've got 3 and 2 and 1. Lift. You're going to bend the leg, land toe ball heel. Same thing on the other side. All right, you guys, our second side, left leg up. You can flex or point the toes. Like I said, I like a flex here as you push the hips up. Exhale to push. Inhale, lower. And we have 8 here. Exhale, press. Inhale, lower. It's like you're reaching from that top foot up to the ceiling to help lift your hips. Last one here, you guys, lift and hold. We brush and point, flex to lift. Exhale, reach. Inhale, up and 3. Keep going here, you guys. Inhale, reach and lift. As you're getting tired here, focus on the upper arms also working into the mat here. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Last one, lower. Lift, bend the knee, land toe ball heel, and massage the spine all the way down. Good job, you guys. I was really feeling that. Tuck your knees into your chest. Give yourself a nice little low back massage here. Bringing the knees into the chest, just rocking back and forth nice and gentle before we move on. Moving into abdominals here. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, nod your chin to chest. Curl forwards up to your shoulder blades and rolling back down. Think about reaching forwards with the arms through the fingertips as you reach forward, belly button to spine. Inhale, roll back, arms come up. We have 8 here. Exhale, nod, curl, and reach. Looking between the thighs towards the pubic bone here. Inhale, roll back. Keep going. Last time here, exhale, curl and reach. You're going to hold your curl and move into our hundreds. Inhaling for 5. Exhaling for 5. Keep pumping the arms here. In 2, 3, 4, 5 and X. 2, 3, 4, 5 and in. 2, 3, 4, 5 X. 2, 3, 4. Keep going. Last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and rolling back down to the mat here. We're going to move into single leg stretch. I like to circle the arms, pull the left knee into the chest, one hand to the ankle, other hand to the knee, stretch your right leg, and we're going to change here. Exhaling as you pull the other leg in. Keep switching here, holding your abdominal curl. This is your belly button to spine here. We're going to keep going with this leg motion, and we'll move into some different arm variations. Keep exhaling and inhale to switch. We're going to finish up here with the arms and move to hands reaching by the sides. Keep switching the legs here. Inhale, exhale as you switch, switch, switch. All right, you guys, moving the hands behind the head, supporting your neck here. I'm really feeling the abdominals. We're going to get ready to do a bicycle. So we're going to add some rotation here. Opposite armpit reaching to the knee instead of elbow. Here we go. Twist, twist, twist. Keep going here, breathing every time. Our last 4 switches here. Keep going. Last 2. 1, and go ahead, bring the knees in and roll back. Just take a nice big deep breath. We're going to stretch out the abdominals so you can make your way to your stomach for a couple swans. So palms under the shoulders, inhale, looking up with the head, neck, and shoulders, and control the way down. 2 more like this, feeling the abdominals stretch as you lift. Exhale as you lower with control. Last time here. Inhale, lift and stretch. Exhale, lower with control. Make your way to one side. You're going to support your head with your hand and your elbow. Bottom leg is bent, top leg is straight, and we're going to do leg lifts here. My top arm is supporting me by pressing down into the mat. My bottom ribs are lifted up. As I'm lifting, I'm feeling this outer glute working, nice and controlled, going just a little higher than the hip. Doesn't have to be crazy. Move into pulsing the leg up and down here. We're going to do 16, so keep breathing here as you lift and lower the leg. Think down and down and down and down. Keep going here. Last 3 here. Keep pulsing the leg, and we're going to stop at hip height for leg sweeps. Reaching the leg back. Inhale, send the leg in front of the hip, flexing the toes, point and brush back. Keeping the shoulders and the hips nice and quiet here. Inhale, flex forward. Exhale, brush and reach back. Making sure you go behind the hip as you reach behind. Keep going. Finishing up your last leg sweep here, we're going to stop at hip level, right in line with your hip, into leg circles, reaching out with that foot as you circle the leg in front and behind the hip, 8 in each direction, drawing nice even circles. Let's inhale up and around, exhale as you lower, reversing the circles, again reaching long with that top leg. Try to keep that knee nice and straight and your bottom ribs supported. Finish up your last 3 circles here before we move into clamshells. So to set up, you're going to stretch your bottom arm long to support your head. Knees are bent and hips are stacked. You open and close that top leg, feeling the glutes, feeling some external rotation here. We lift and lower for 4, 3, 2. Take a little squeeze at the top to really open the hips with control. Last one. And then from here, we're going to stretch the legs out and turn out to Pilates V. With the legs nice and straight, you're going to reach that top leg up and lower back down. These are for hip mobility. Leg lifts here, nice and long, pointing with the toes. Again, those bottom ribs are supported. We're doing 8 here to the side before you get to take a nice rest. Keep breathing. Let's inhale to lift. Exhale to control the lower back down. Inhale, exhale. Last one. And we're going to rotate to your back and do a figure 4 stretch. So the right leg goes over the left thigh. interlace your hands behind your left hamstring and pull the knee into the chest. You can gently rock side to side here to change the angle of the stretch, just being nice and gentle, stretching out the glute you were just working. All right, you guys, we're going to gently make our way to the other side, starting with our 8 leg lifts, nice and slow. Again, reaching through that top foot towards the wall across from you, pressing down with that top arm to support the bottom ribs. We do 8 here, nice and slow, into our 16 pulses. As you breathe, feel those outer glute muscles working. Think about these pulses going down, down, 3, 4, keep going. Last 3 here before you stop at hip height. We'll start our leg sweeps. Inhaling as you brush the toes, point and reach back, flex and come forward, reaching nice and long, nice quiet shoulders and hips here. Finish up your last leg sweep here and we'll pause to the side, going into our leg circles. Nice even circles in front and behind the hip. I am really feeling these, you guys. Last circle in this direction before we reverse. Again, going up and around the hip, focusing on quiet shoulders, quiet hips, and supporting the bottom ribs by pressing that top hand into the mat. Keep breathing. Finish up your last circle here before you extend the bottom arm, bend the knees, stacking the knees and the hips, opening the top leg for clamshells here, closing, opening at the top. Feel the glutes squeeze and lower, open and squeeze, lower. Keep going. Last 2 here before you stretch the legs out underneath you in Pilates V, finding our nice side leg kicks. Again, nice straight legs, pointing the toes, opening up the inner leg as you reach up. Exhale, control the lower back down. We have 8. Finishing up your leg kicks here before you take your nice stretch. You're going to roll to your back, cross that left leg over your right thigh, interlace your hands behind your right hamstring and pull the knee into your chest. Again, you can take a gentle rock side to side, changing the angle of the stretch here. Think about sits bones reaching down and out in front of you instead of pointing up to the ceiling for a deeper stretch. Slowly release the legs and make your way to all fours. We're going to start with fire hydrant. So you're going to lift one leg up in parallel, knee is bent, 8 times, pressing up to the ceiling. Feel even weight in the fronts of your hands and nice quiet shoulders and hips. Last 2 here before we lift up and hold. We're going to add pulses up and down for 16. Keep breathing here. Feel that belly button to spine to support your abdominals as you pulse. Keep going. Last 3 pulses up, up, and bring the knee in. You open to the side, keeping that knee in line with the hip here, lifting and lowering for 8. Last leg up to the side before we add on. You lift side, in, lift back and in. Open, close, lift and lower for 8. Feel even weight in the hands here. Nice quiet shoulders, nice stable hips. Last 2 here, you open, close, lift and lower. Open, close, lift and lower. You're going to stretch that leg and do leg lifts with a nice straight leg behind you. pressing that leg up, squeezing the glute as you lift for 8. Finishing up your last couple here before we add our cross. Looking towards the toes, lift and open. Lift and cross. Lift and open. Going up and around the hip every time. Inhale to lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Keep going. Finish up your last cross, pressing down in the hands as you lift and circle. And we get to do this all again on the other side, you guys, starting with your pressing up to the ceiling for 8 before our 16 pulses. Keep breathing here. You got this. Exhale as you lift. Inhale, lower, last one, and we pulse up here, up and down for 16. Keep breathing, abdominals in and up. Finish up your last 3 pulses here before we open the knee to the side. You lift to hip height and close. Open, close. Start to add on here, so you're going to lift up and back, in, open, close. Up, in, open, close. Keep going for 8. Finishing up here with your last set before we start to stretch the leg back. We lift and lower for 8. Feeling this nice long leg reaching behind you, pointing the toes, squeezing the glute. We're going to add our crossover here, so we look towards the toes, lift and open. Lift and cross, lift and open. We have a total of 8 here. Breathing as you circle the leg and cross. Finishing up your last couple crossovers here before you take a well-deserved stretch break. We'll finish in a child's pose here, so bringing 2 knees together on the mat and sitting back on your heels, stretching the arms forward, releasing any tension in the low back and the lats. I am totally feeling this, you guys. We're going to make our way to a seated position and sit crisscrossed. Alternatively, you can cross one ankle over the opposite knee and take a nice big stretch forwards. You're going to walk your hands over to one side. So if you're walking to the right, you're going to bring your left hand on top and think about your left shoulder staying square to the floor. And you'll do the same thing on the other side. When you're ready, you'll walk your hands over to the left, bringing the right hand on top, right shoulder pressing forwards and down. On your next exhale, you're going to walk your hands back to the center and bring yourself up to a seated position. And we're going to take a lateral stretch. So reaching the arms out, take a nice inhale. Exhale, try to bring your forearm to the mat as you stretch over. You can flex that top hand and look up towards the ceiling, or just keep your lateral side bend. And we'll do the same thing on the other side, opening up that side of the body, reaching up, stretching over, and you're going to come all the way up, and we're going to repeat all of these stretches on the other side. So you'll change the leg that's crossed or switch the foot that's on top. And again, taking a nice inhale to sit up tall. Exhale to walk your hands forward and stretch, releasing the hips, the glutes, the low back. And then from here, you'll walk your hands over to one side. So if you walk to the left, you'll bring your right hand on top and right shoulder down, focusing on this nice big side stretch. As you exhale, start to walk to the other side. So if you're walking to the right, you're going to bring your left hand on top, and that left shoulder is pressing forwards and down. Keep breathing here, and when you're ready, you'll make your way to the center and back up seated tall. Slowly, you're going to make your way up to a seated position, and we're going to do a butterfly stretch. So soles of the feet together, knees open, exhaling to walk your chest forwards. You can enjoy this stretch here, gently use your hands to open the knees. Alternatively, you can just hang out and let gravity do its job. When you're ready, you're going to come up to a seated position for your lateral stretches in the butterfly position. You can reach over to your hand or your forearm wherever your flexibility allows. You can also use that opposite hand to press your knee open. And just being nice and gentle here as you breathe into this stretch. Thanks so much for moving with me today, you guys. I definitely broke a sweat. I hope you did too. Hit that subscribe button and get notified so when I release a new video, you can come work out with me again. Thanks so much.